Hey everybody, I'm Matt.
I'm taking a drink.
And we're the least fancy.
You piece of shit. God damn it.
That's on you.
I guess so. Alright. So, last I recall...
Why do I not have a shield? Okay.
That's a great question, and we will never get that answered. There you go. See, you're getting hit by every single attack,
Yeah, I
except
know.
for that one. That one somehow went okay. But,
Look, just...
I know. It's been a while. Our consistent problem on this channel is that we rotate through games, but we always have like 1 or 2 off weeks for some reason in that rotation. So it always ends up being like a month between sessions of the same game.
Maybe it would be more prudent to, in the future, like, just take one game and record it incessantly every single week for the maximum amount of time we have until it's over, and then, like, start editing videos and uploading.
This actually does sound a little too loud.
Does it?
Yeah, these sounds are way too distinct. Yeah, maybe a bit lower. Not that's the wrong button. There we go. It's down at -50, that's the one. You had it at -45.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, I was like, I'm not straining to hear anything.
Right.
Amazing.
Anyway, as I was going to say, no.
No?
You've already done that.
Okay.
I can tell you with certainty you've already done that and you were not pleased with the reward.
I was not. It was not as good as I thought it would be.
So, as I was going to say, that plan would have been nice if we hadn't decided to start with Dark Souls 3 and Persona 5.
The longest games we have in our roster by far.
Yes. Because Dark Souls 3, with the DLC, took me like 55 hours. Persona 5, I think, is an 80-plus hour game.
Is she gonna punish me for being this close, or no?
I don't think so. Dancer moves kind of slowly for the most part.
Okay.
At least in Phase 1. So I don't think you'll get any major problems from being up close, as long as you're able to, feel the rhythm and dodge the explosions.
Well, I did not dodge that one.
And you'll know when she goes into Phase 2.
Is that her going into Phase 2?
Yep, there you go. Secret word Kirito.
Kirito!
You died.
Oh, Jesus. How many spins was that? Did you count?
I didn't.
Okay.
I forgot how many tries Dancer took me.
Okay.
So,
I should just prepare to be angry today.
yeah, once again we're in another session where we're starting with a boss fight.
Yeah, those tend to be really, high intensity.
By high intensity, I mean that we get very angry at each other. Because,
Yeah.
I'm
I think it's...
only able to help you a little bit, but I feel like I have to help you more, and I end up just being an asshole, whereas on your half of things, you are on the receiving end of that, plus the frustration of failure.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination of things. We're both, people who consider themselves to be pretty experienced gamers, and so I think, the frustration at backseat driving issue, comes up.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I understand, what I need to be doing, Mitch. I can very clearly understand what's going on. I'm just unable to execute at the moment.
Right.
And thus the frustration.
And hopefully you don't run into the same thing with this boss fight that we did with Aldrich, which is that you figured out what the secret was to the fight at the very, very end when it was already won. Nice.
Wait, what are you talking about, though?
You figured out that Aldrich can't teleport if you have her on the altar, because then they can't, sink into the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But
and
at
I
that
learned
point,
that...
the fight was 2 hits from being over.
Right, that's what got me those last 2 hits.
That's true. That's true.
So.
I think you would have had them either way. You don't give yourself enough credit on that front, but, you're right. Nice.
I don't know, just hugging her ass seems to be a pretty fine use of my time.
Hugging her fine ass is a great use of time.
Oh yeah, I'm a leg man. Like that one guy from Monster Musume.
See, you can get close to the dancers, but you can't touch them.
I have been touching repeatedly so far. Doesn't appear to be an issue.
You're touching with a bladed weapon. That's a little different than what the rules cover.
We're fine.
I saw you kind of like lean back and shit, I have to dodge that.
Oh, there's
fuck.
a grab?
Spam buttons. No, never mind, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, there's no... Okay.
Yeah, there's a grab.
Okay, didn't
Every
know.
boss has a grab.
Aldrich didn't have a grab. Did they?
Yes, actually. I'm pretty sure Aldrich had a grab, you just never ran into it because you were too busy eating magic missiles to the face.
I think you mean Sky Needles? It was the Sky Needles that were the worst thing.
Sky Needles. Oh, yeah, the Sky Needles, yeah. The arrows that blotted out the sun were not really your friend.
I swear, I still say they go on for like 3 or 4 seconds too many.
I agree with you. But I also have long since accepted that's just how the attack works, rather than trying to rebalance this video game attack that's set in stone that someone else designed and that I have no say in.
It's like one of the stages of grief, okay? It's it's bargaining followed by no acceptance because I'm stubborn.
you just stay at bargaining forever?
Yeah, basically.
Like, hold on, okay. If you stop sending Sky Needles at me, I'll buy your DLC. How's that sound? And now that we're past the Sky Needle stage, you have an obligation.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, cool. That kick again that I never ever ask for, but happens anyway.
Oh.
I swear it's an input thing. Like,
You got grabbed again.
cool.
God damn.
That's just a one-hit KO, isn't it?
When you're at half health like that, yeah.
Yes. Alright.
Most grabs are survivable if you haven't been taking a ton of damage in the first place.
Well,
but
that thing looks like it's full health bar, honestly. Maybe I just need to upgrade a stat or something.
No, you need to dodge.
Yeah.
So there's that backseat gaming. Ugh. Like, hey Matt, you know what the other pedal does? It gets you out of there.
I wonder if I have a weapon somewhere that's, like, a better fit for the fight. I feel like Dancer is set up to be, like, the arch nemesis of a Dex build. You know? Like, she's very clearly about, like, dodging a lot rather than blocking and, like, dealing small amounts of damage over time.
Right.
Like, I was able to phase to her pretty quickly the first time this session.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with it now.
It's that beginner's luck type of deal, where, like, at first, you can just sort of get it because you're not thinking too hard about it, but then you try figuring it out, and you play yourself.
Congratulations! You played yourself.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is I should just do this.
I'm not saying anything. You
Oh
got
my
grabbed
god!
anyway,
Okay,
by the
look,
way.
I'm full health bar. This is as full health bar as it's gonna get.
There you go.
Okay.
That's most of your health bar
Could
that
I
you lived.
move?
You can move now.
This. Okay. Well, I was trying to get behind the pillar, so I can test this.
This is going to be yet another lively session for our death counter.
I'm sure. I say, knowing I'm going to have to edit it. What's the death counter you put on the Ace Combat one? It looks so much better. How did you do it?
Alright, behind the scenes moment here. So what I did was kind of similar to what I talked to you about in text, which is I put two text boxes, basically, in the corner of the screen. One with the initial death counter, one with the second death counter for, like, when it ticks up.
So one with just the word death and one with the actual...
I actually
number.
did not do that yet. I will have to eventually, I'm pretty sure. But right now, since we're still in the single digits, it's all mostly the same width. so I haven't had to do anything like that. But no, what I did was I have one thing that says like deaths 1, and then one thing that has deaths 2, and I used the pan and crop tool in Movie Studio to animate that. So I set at the bottom there's like a little ruler timeline type of deal that you can set keyframes for.
Okay.
And I have keyframe 1 is the first thing is off screen. Keyframe 2 is some distance in. I have the thing on screen in the corner. And then after that it stays there until the final keyframe at the end. And then on the second text box, I do the same sort of thing in reverse. So it starts on screen, and then I move the pan crop tool so it's off screen at the second keyframe. And that does the trick. So it moves the text in, changes it, and then moves it off. And all that is in the span of about 5 seconds, because I found that was the time that felt right.
Yeah, for the death counter on mine, I find 5 seconds feels right too.
Yeah, I think I had it at 5 seconds when I was initially editing the Dark Souls ones, but all I had for it was just it appears and it fades out, which feels very different from a full-on animation of it with the text changing.
Well, it feels better with the thing coming on screen, changing, and then coming back out.
Yeah.
Although I don't think you... Did you even get to 2
Yeah, I
in
did.
that video?
Yeah, I got to 3 or 4, I believe. In
did
the
I-
one video, no. I got to two deaths because one was I ran into the ocean when I learned about ball cam. And
Okay, what's the darkness?
that's
It's
her
not-
summoning her other sword. That's all.
But she already had it.
She did not.
I saw
Did she?
her... Yeah, she
Oh,
did. And then
I must have missed that thing.
it
'cause
did
I
the
was
darkness
talking,
thing
I'm sorry.
again. No, it's okay.
It might just be.
I've missed literally everything going on right now. I'm just like, yeah, there are like some attacks and stuff happening. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. I've been paying not as much attention to the ball. Hey, that must be the trick. I should just close my eyes. I should just close my eyes and fight her.
Close your eyes and just let me drone for a good 7 minutes, and you'll win.
Clearly the correct solution. Have you been keeping up on SAOA, GGO?
I have not. I've just been calling it GGO Alternative. I know that's not correct, but that's what I've been calling it.
No, that's fine.
It's just way easier.
I'll adopt that as well.
Okay. If we can get the entire internet to adopt that, I'll be happy, because that would mean I started something.
Well, it would also mean I wouldn't have to type that in for the fucking tags on Tumblr.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much what I decided. But, yeah, I have not been keeping up on that at all. I wanted to watch some of that today, but this weekend I've just been feeling like shit because of allergies.
I am sorry to hear that. Have you started a Flonase thing?
I have Nasacor for me, actually.
Nasacor. Okay. To each their own. It does. I don't think it matters.
It doesn't really. It's
It's
cheaper,
the same
I think.
thing. But yeah, I started that like a month ago because I knew if I didn't start it now, then I'd have to start it while suffering. So I just decided to get ahead of the suffering.
Right, so I did that too, but I didn't start it a month ago because it was still cold, and therefore I just wouldn't need it for a while. So I started it a week ago. And what ended up going on with that was like I was fine all week, and then this weekend, when by that time the
trees
was supposed to have been kicking in yet. Yeah,
The
literally-
trees.
So what I forgot is that I live in a city that is known for its arboretum. I have terrible tree allergies. So this weekend, all of the trees around my apartment complex decided to bloom at the same time. So I have just been fucking miserable. Not like sniffles and sneezes miserable, but my body reacted in such a way that I feel physically ill. Miserable.
Damn.
You
I know.
You're just fucking dead. You need to start. Nope, not gonna backseat game. Not gonna backseat
If you
game.
have a strategy rather than just saying dodge.
Dodge out at the end of your combos.
Okay.
When you have a sliver of stamina left, dodge out, and that keeps you from getting grabbed a lot of the time. But yeah, so I've just been dying these last couple days. I think yesterday I spent a solid 10 hours in bed during the day.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But so the Flonase hasn't reached max effectiveness yet.
I think it has, actually, because if I hadn't been taking it, I would be getting the sniffles and sneezes. It's just that, like,
but because
my
you're
allergy
not-
is that bad that I just skip that stage entirely and go straight to, God, I'm dying.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I
mean,
actually...
my allergy caps out at, like, intensely itchy eyes.
Oh, no,
and
no.
that sticky feeling just around the eyelids and whatnot.
Right, so I was born missing a sinus cavity.
What?
Yeah. One of my sinus cavities is just not there out of the 4. So I just suck at allergies. I am the Dark Souls of sneezing.
Is that what we're doing now?
No,
It's not unlike when I compared Ace Combat to
yeah,
Dark
no,
Souls.
I really hated
It's
that.
like Dark Souls because
hated
you
that.
respawn.
More than you can imagine.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I just shut up for the rest of your life.
Never.
Good, don't listen to advice like that.
I have too many things to say, and you must hear them. It is imperative.
Imperative, huh?
I dodged in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I'll live this time.
You will. That is the good thing about that wrong dodge. Wow, that is a really long recovery.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. Alright, well, that attempt didn't go so great.
Oh, what? It kind of did. I dodged after the combo.
You dodged. It just
Didn't
you know,
work.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. Like, you know, you can't always go for the juke and expect the linebacker not to pummel you in the face.
Sure.
Right,
I thought the face pummeling was just kind of like a part of football, and that it was going to happen anyway.
No.
Like irregardless.
You can avoid the face pummeling, in fact, unless you're playing against the Detroit Lions. Heyo! That's a joke that you're not going to get.
No, it's not.
That's okay, I'm not here for your amusement. I'm here for the amusement of my family who love and care for me.
Okay.
I say it like I have something to prove.
Suggesting that, like, I don't have that. Which, I mean, to be fair, I'm not super happy with my family right now, but, like...
Oh, why?
Okay, so remember when you came in and Dad said, "Hey, Mitch, did Matt tell you about the movie debacle last night?"
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I definitely hadn't.
Right.
So...
Well, now I need to know about the movie debacle,
So
and
the
so does
mov-
our viewership.
So the movie debacle is that this weekend is the release weekend for Avengers Infinity War.
Uh-huh.
And Michael was all gung-ho about going to see it, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, well, I already had plans with my other D&D group, because they wanted to go to Mitsuwa,
Oh.
or whatever, today.
Nice.
And I had already been there, but, like, they wanted to go, so, okay, like, sure. Like, 6 people, and we'll go. Whatever. But me being me, I said, well, you know, I'll wait until it's, like, closer to the date to give you a yes or no, because I don't want to, like, cancel on you at the last minute. Which is good, because I ended up having to cancel on them to go to the movie, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'd argue you didn't have to, but go on.
Well, because the times coincided. They wanted to go on yesterday, and Michael wanted to go to the movie yesterday, so to go to the movie I had to not go.
Okay.
So, by canceling on them, you know, now I've decided, okay, well, I'm going to the movie. So we go to the movie, and at least at Randall, it is sold out.
Uh-huh.
But luckily, we find a showing at the Charlestown 18, and I nearly survived
7
that.
spins.
7 spins, and
I counted 7.
I nearly survived it.
Nearly,
I
but-
ran out of stamina to dodge, I think.
Yeah, Stamelin's space. But,
Darn. Well,
Yeah.
I got her to second stage, so there's that.
yep. Now you just gotta face the turbine blade.
But so, somehow without us knowing, the Charlestown 18 like renovated its whole deal. It's now one of those like Regal type ones.
Okay.
The ones with like the comfy sofa chairs that recline and limited seating and
Okay.
not general access or general admission, like assigned seating now.
Right.
So that was unbeknownst to us when we got the tickets. Tickets we got were bottom of the barrel front rows, right?
Right.
Which are not ideal, you know. I'll still watch a movie that way. I've done it before though.
Right.
But basically that was just completely intolerable to Michael, so we were in the theater, we were seated, the movie would start, and we could, you know, watch it, but someone decided that this was just so intolerable that it wouldn't stand and we weren't going to watch it. So, yeah.
I can see why you would hate that. Considering
Yeah.
your Mitsuwa plans.
That I canceled to come to this.
Yeah.
And the best part is, you know, if I had known that we'd have been going that late, I probably could have gone with them to Mitsuwa anyway, but I thought we were going in the morning as it was.
Oh, okay.
But that didn't happen. I'm like, okay, well, whatever, as long as we end up going, it's not a complete waste of time.
Nice block.
Probably should have one of those green leaf things. Next chance I get.
When she goes into phase 2. Or now.
Fine.
Oof.
We're fine.
Barely fine. You...
Oh, that.
I should have warned you. I saw that coming. I should have warned you.
That's fine.
Nice. Yeah, the Least Fancy channel definitely endorses Mitsuwa. Go to Mitsuwa.
I still want to try, okay, so let's,
One
Damn
more.
it.
Yep. Jeez.
Two
The
more.
last one's a double. That eats the fuck out of your stamina.
what does the block?
Blocking that double hit.
Luckily, if you're close enough to her, it seems like they just miss.
Okay. You say as you back away.
Well, the spins, I mean, specifically. Some of them are ranged E.
Jeez.
That's cool.
That went acceptably.
Yep,
You're not safe.
I know. I think she can cover the whole arena.
Yeah, she's coming at you. Alright. There we go. Jeez. You have no stamina, dude. I'm sorry. That was
I think I'm about to get it!
Don't get overconfident. Don't get overconfident. You got it.
Woo!
Alright, that was a very small number of tries. That boss trips up so many people, dude. That took you a grand total of like 20 minutes.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
Now what?
Well, you go back to that... well, go get your souls, first off. Then there's a bonfire. So, turn your fuck around, and...
Oh,
yep,
there it is.
there's a bonfire here now.
Hooray.
I don't know. Who Ray? You never told me who Ray is.
Rey is the main character of the new Star Wars trilogy.
Oh,
and
that's right.
She is, yeah. She's from the desert planet of Jakku.
She is not Rey Ayanami
Who?
from Evangelion that neither of us has still watched.
Don't say that on the channel, we'll get judged.
We're already getting judged, Matt.
That's fair.
You're being judged very favorably right now for getting Boreal Dancer Valley in like a dozen tries. And I'm being judged very negatively for calling her Dancer Boreal Valley or something like that.
Yeah,
I
probably.
called it a different name. God damn.
So, I don't know. What am I...
Go talk to the head.
Go talk to the head?
Go back to the knight that you were facing, like just now.
Wait, the knight? Oh.
Yeah, the headless knight statue.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a headless knight statue.
Oh, not yet. Okay, it doesn't actually behead itself. From the angle, I couldn't tell it wasn't headless. That armor looks very familiar.
It's the one I'm wearing. Oh, that armor on top.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Soul of Cinder armor?
I believe so. So it doesn't actually get beheaded, it just drips into the basin that you placed.
Drippy.
Mm-hmm. It's a very drippy experience. And apparently somehow that unlocks something.
Liquid filling the bowl to a specific weight so that it hits a trigger and then...
But the thing is,
slide.
why not just put anything of that weight onto the pedestal? It's just magic.
Yeah, exactly. A wizard did it, Mitch. Come on.
But it drops the ladder that's been there all game.
Yep. That I definitely noticed before. That I definitely did.
I should have pointed it out to you before. Alright, so I would like to point out the bonfire that you were just at is the closest bonfire to anything you'll be doing up here.
Okay, so that's a central bonfire for this whole thing.
Yeah, it's the entrance bonfire, basically. So if you're going to spend souls, now would be a wise time to do it.
Time for good luck. Cool. Alright, then I guess I'll... Oh, wait, what's this message?
Damn it, Matt. It's probably just here, if I had to guess.
Here.
Nope.
Ranged battle in short projectile.
You can't. You can't unlock this part without beating Dancer, I'm pretty sure.
Do. That you know of. No, I don't know either.
I haven't tried, because the Dancer is kind of too present of a threat for me to go think about putting a bowl on a plate.
I bet if you killed the lady, she'd probably drop the bowl.
She does, actually. She
yeah.
gives it to you, in fact, before the Dancer fight starts. But I don't know if you're able to interact with the pedestal first.